Hi, I am Pramod Kumar and I am going to teach you the microsensor in the subject of fundamental mechatronics. We are going to learn something about the microsensor. We are not going to deep into the microsensors, that means concept and all, but we'll just touch upon all those things in the microsensor. So the objective of this lecture will be to get familiar with microsensors, like how do they work, how are they made, etc. And most importantly, what that process is by which one can make this kind of devices. And one thing that is knowing that what the kind of sensors, having an idea, getting familiarized with this kind of sensors. To understand the concept microsensor and its application is also objective of the lecture. Microsensors or nanoscale systems are at the heart of modern day technology. Like a laptop or mobile phone, there are billions of transistors and other components are very much necessary for the working of that particular devices. So microelectronic circuit process technology actually started from the like several decades back, right, and decades back, right, and MEMS, macro electromechanical system, or this sensor technology actually followed that technique. So it's a long back story of the introduction of MEMS, micro sensors. So we'll come to know about the few things about MEMS, macro electromechanical system. It constitutes the technology of macroscopic devices, particularly those with moving parts. MEMS are made of components between 1 to 100 micrometers in size, and this device generally ranges 0.20 micron to a millimeter. All the components arranged in arrays. So it's very small parts, microscopic parts, and they are processed. They are the part of central unit. Let's watch this video and learn about this MEMS sensors. So you can see how this, using this magnetometer or gyroscope, we can just handle that object. This is MEMS accelerometer, where the within very microscopic uh, this ribs is accelerating, is basically uh, oscillating. This is the fixed plate, this is moving plate. What you have seen is in magnified version. It's not the it is lesser than 1 millimeter. Now you see MEMS gyroscope. This is MEMS gyroscope, and using this MEMS gyroscope you can control this mass, you can give the velocity, you can give the angular acceleration or angular movement. That means you can have all those type of motions what gyroscope is having. Now this is the basic structure of MEMS, where full structure is basic is moving. This is driving directions, that was angular direction. Now see, this was the this is MEMS magnetometer, and here we'll find the difference between Hall effect and magnetoresistive effect. Here current is passing from negative to positive terminal, and because of that Hall effect, magnetic uh, magnetism happen, and using this we can measure the difference between the charge. You can difference between the we can find the potential difference, and with that we can find the strength of this magnet. Now if the magnet is there, you can find the same process can be reversed, and and that was one earlier. Now we'll see the Arduino example, where this is accelerometer, this is gyroscope meter, ADX L345 LG L3G4200D. This is barometer and thermometer, magnetometer. All those are the parts of Arduino, and you can use all those tools with the with this particular type of connections. So this was a small video, and the reference of this video is given over here. You can find you can see the full video using this link. How I2 circuits is working is told over here, is taught here. Finally you come to know about the software part, that means programming part, because that is also integral of this technology. So MEM technology has roots in the Silicon Revolution, where trace back very 1959. So there are so many way to find to manufacture that one. Few are the integrated chips, integrated circuits, that is IC chips by Robert Noyce as Fairchild Semiconductor, MOSFET. These are the things. These are the MEMS technology. There types of two types. There are two basic types of MEMS technology, switch technology. One is capacitive, another is ohmic. A capacitive MEMS switch is developed using moving plate or sensing element, and ohmic switches are controlled by electrostatically controlled cantilever, which switches that can fail from metal fatigue of the MEMS actuator or contact wear, since cantilever can deform over time. Process technology in semiconductor device fabrication. The basic techniques are deposition of material layer, patterning by photolithography, and etching to produce the required shape. And some of the materials is mentioned here. Silicon. It is the material used to create most integrated circuits, and we know the MEMS applications is the wide variety of silicon is used. Another is polymers. Even though electronic industry provides an integral part of providing an economy of scale for the silicon industry. So crystalline silicon is still a complex and relatively expensive material to produce. Polymer is the best alternative. Even MEMS can be made using the metals. Ceramic is another material. There are so many processes of MEMS. One is deposition processes, where physical deposition and chemical deposition is discussed over here. Physical vapor deposition consists of process in which material is removed from the target and deposited on the surface. Techniques are so many, sputtering technique and all is there. And chemical deposition, where include chemical vapor deposition, the famous, in which a stream of source gas reacts on a substrate to grow the material desired. Other methods are patterning. Patterning in MEMS is the transfer of pattern into a material. Lithography is another method. Electron beam lithography is another method. Ion beam lithography, ion track technology, diamond patterning, etching process. These are the methods. Ion track technology, X-ray lithography, diamond patterning, bulk micromachining, surface micromachining, thermal oxidation. These are the MEMS technology. MEMS manufacturing technologies are again high aspect ratio HAR. Silicon micromachining is the method. Using that, MEMS are manufactured. And some applications are some commercial applications. Some MEMS include inkjet printer, which uses piezoelectric or thermal bubble ejection to deposit ink on paper. Accelerometer in modern cars for large number of purposes, including airbag, deployment, and electronic stability control. Inertial measurement unit IMUs, where MEMS accelerometer and MEMS gyroscope is used and is in remote control or autonomous helicopter, planes, multi-rotors, drone used for automatic sensing and balancing flying characteristics of roll, pitch, and yaw is used. Accelerometer in consumer electronics devices such as game controller, personal data media player, cell phones, smartphone, number of other devices where MEMS is being used. MEMS are also used in microphones, in portable devices, mobile phones, headsets, and laptop, precision temperature compensated resonator, real-time clock, digital micrometer device, in a projector based on DLP technology, which has a surface with several hundred thousand micromirror or single micro scanning mirrors are also used. Optical switching technology, bio-MEMS application in medical and health related technologies are used. So finally we come to the summary of this lecture. In the global market of micro-mechanical system, which includes products such as automobile airbag system, display systems and inkjet cartridges, totaling $40 billion in 2006 according to Global MEMS microsystem market and opportunities. So the market of MEMS is basically growing, and it is not only growing with a faster rate, but exponentially faster rate. We have we are in growing market. MEMS, the demand of MEMS and the application of MEMS will increase, and therefore the research in MEMS is inevitable. MEMS are made up of component between 1 and 100 micrometer. That was the characteristics of MEMS. It's a very small devices. It's a micro devices, and that's why it is known as microsensors. They usually consist of a central processing unit and processes data on that is an integrated circuit chips, or such as microprocessor, several components that interact with the surroundings. Because large surface area to volume ratio of MEMS, force produced by ambient electromagnetism and fluid dynamics is more important for design consideration than the large scale mechanism. Based on that, we come to the question uh, arises from this class. Explain the concept of MEMS. Briefly explain the materials used in MEMS technology. Briefly explain the MEMS basic processes. Briefly explain the MEMS manufacturing technology. These are the books. Besides these books, you can refer to the NPTEL and NPTEL, which is mentioned over here, and of course you can go to the Wikipedia and find out something more interesting about this microsensors. So happy ending, happy learning, happy learning. Thank you for your kind attention. Have a nice day.